Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Modern Mining. As you can see, I'm mining crypto in my bathroom. Today's video, we're gonna walk through what is going on here, what is this thing, and how I'm using my crypto miners to basically heat my whole house during the winter. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit. This is not its final resting place. If you don't know who I am, I'm Jack from Modern Mining, and I love home budget crypto mining. So let's get into what's going on here. So let's do a quick farm update. It's been a couple weeks since the last one. Temperatures have been going hot, cold, hot, cold. It hasn't quite gotten cold enough to move everything indoors to start heating the house, but the cold weather is approaching. And specifically that bathroom that I put that KS0 Ultra, that bathroom gets very cold in the mornings and I hate getting out of bed and taking a shower in a freezing bathroom. So that one I did go ahead and move inside. So mining crypto inside is relatively easy if you have Ethernet connections. But if you don't have Ethernet connections, then you need to buy miners that have wireless. So like Jazz miners or some gold shells come with the little antennas to be wireless, but Ice River units don't have that. So I'm gonna be doing a quick review, not really a review, but show you guys how to use this little Vonets product. And I've mentioned this before, and Chump Change XD is actually the one who I learned about these from. But this is like a little Wi-Fi bridge that you just plug in the USB end into your Ice River unit, and then it also has an Ethernet end. So this is what we're going to be setting up today. I'm going to have a link for these down below. Honestly, super awesome if you're wanting to get your Asics moved indoors. And I'm also going to be moving another one of these indoors because the temperatures do look like they're going to be getting a little colder in the next few weeks. So that's what's going on here. The fan is still on a temperature control. It's not running right now. It should be turning on soon though because it's 86 degrees right now. But let's go ahead and unplug one of these and start moving it upstairs. And one thing I wanted to say is if anybody has any stickers, send them my way. I'm trying to get this shelf filled up with them, and the only one I have so far is Bitcoin merch. So if you guys have any stickers, definitely shoot them my way. One thing you guys might notice is I don't have my cooling shrouds on my Caspa units anymore. Caspa's dropped so far in price that with the overclocks, it's not really profitable to be running high wattage, high yield. So I did switch these back to just no fans, stock firmware. But the nice thing is that now they're silent and I can put them in the bathroom or in the family room and I'm not gonna piss off my wife, which, hey, that's always a good thing. So what we're gonna do in here, I'm still gonna leave the lithium Asics here because they're mining on that Dirac power supply and I don't necessarily wanna move that inside just yet, but these Caspa ones are each on individual power bricks like this, and these I can move inside no problem. So I am gonna go ahead and unplug this barrel connector, turn this off, and let's start moving this unit inside, and we'll set up the Vonets and we'll figure out where is the final resting place gonna be for this device, because I'm gonna put it in the family room. So I've got this unit off the shelf. This is the big boy power brick. This is the one that's used for overclocking. I could revert back to the smaller PSU if I wanted to, but this one's fine to use. Since I was using 240 volts though, I do need to get a standard 120 volt plug-in cord here. And I believe I've got one somewhere in here. You wanna make sure this is relatively good quality. You don't wanna use like a very small monitor one, but since this is only gonna be pulling 100 watts, this one should be fine. So that's everything we need. Let's go up to the computer and start setting up this Vonets device. All right, guys, up at the workstation, you guys are getting a little look behind the scenes here. I'll show you these real quick. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these cool little black and white GPU mining pictures I made back in 2021. They're basically hidden behind the monitor and everything, but I always thought those were pretty cool. So I've got this miner up here. Let's go ahead and plug this barrel plug back in. Okay. And now we should just be getting this red and green light because we don't have an Ethernet cord plugged in. So let's take our little Vonets device here and we need to plug the USB in first, which is hard to do with one hand. There we go. Should light up. And now we need to take our Ethernet and plug that in as well. Okay. And this should start to flash like a green and a blue. We'll give it a minute. Now jumping into the computer here, you're gonna go down to your internet and you should see Vonets. So make sure you connect to that. The Wi-Fi password is 123456789. And if that doesn't work, just go up to 8. I forget which one it is. But connect to that. And then next step is pull up your Chrome and you want to navigate to 192.168.254.254, and this is going to pull up basically the Vonets setup page. And then the login here is admin. Go ahead and hit login, and then from here you want to go to operative status, and then you want to go to scan hotspots, find your home network, your 2.4 gigahertz network in this list, and then you're going to type in the password. I'm going to blur this part out. It may take a second for it to actually find the list of networks, but once it does, find your network, select it, click next, and then enter your password, and then hit apply. And then once this applies, you're gonna do a restart. And this happened to me last time as well, can't get configure response, and it didn't work. So I actually just refreshed and did it again, and it worked the second time. I'm not gonna worry about showing this again because I don't wanna blur it out, but I'm just gonna try it again, and if it works, it works. All right, guys, so you can see we've got a green flashing light now. What happened there was I basically just redid it and it worked properly, and then mine got stuck on a spinning wheel. If that happened, just give it like 5 minutes, and then I just unplugged the USB and plugged it back in, and now we see the green light. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the computer just to make sure we can actually pull it up by its IP address. And if we can, then it's good to go. And then we'll start placing these around the house. So we're gonna use the Ice River Miner tool. We should see 4 devices show up. And if it does, then that automatically means that it's working, which we do see 4 devices. That's my 2 KS0 Ultras and my 2 Aletheum Asics. So I'm not even gonna go further than this. It is working. Let's go place these things around the house. These things are pretty handy. So before we mess with this one, let's go rearrange the bathroom one. So this is where it is right now, but I actually have it tucked back here. And this is perfect because it's basically up against the wall. You don't even know it's here. So let me snap my fingers and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, and there is the final resting place. So really, I mean, the bathroom looks totally normal. Just have this little basically space heater over here in the corner that's running 100 watts all day long, just pumping some heat out so that this bathroom can stay nice and warm. Now, a couple things. This shower makes this bathroom very steamy. The humidity is very high in here. So I'm very curious to see how does this little Asic hold up against high humidity. I mean, sometimes it gets so foggy in here you can't see in the mirror at all. So that'll be interesting. And I would not do this with a very expensive miner because I know it's not good for it, but is it actually gonna break it? Now that this thing's only like $100, I don't really care if it is to break, and if it does, I have a feeling it's gonna be after months and months. It's not just gonna be like a 2-day thing. So that's something I'll keep you guys updated on. Can it handle the humidity? But other than that, let's go set up the other one in the family room. Welcome to the family room. It is 63 degrees in here right now. It will get warmer as the day goes on. And since I'm running around, it doesn't feel too cold. Someone checked in the other day to see if little Winnie was still all right. She is good to go. She just hasn't been in any videos recently. But as you can see, I now have my miner heating the family room. Now my wife's one request was, I don't want to see it, I don't want to hear it. Well, I bet it'll be a few weeks before she even knows it's back there. I'm not even going to tell her, and we'll see when she realizes. But let's see if I can get back zoomed in. I've got this sitting on a piece of wood just in case it would damage the flooring. I doubt it, but better to be safe. And for anyone saying you shouldn't put a hot miner on wood, I checked the shelf that these have been sitting on in 100-degree ambient temps, and there's not even a little bit of browning or anything. So totally fine to place on wood. Got my little adapter right there. And this thing is gonna mine away, heating my house. So future plans in the coming days, or more like the coming weeks, I'm going to be moving the rest of my miners inside. Most of them will be going into the basement. My big rig will be going in here, one 12 card rig in here, one 12 card rig in the basement, and one 12 in the garage. And that will keep my whole house warm. So hope you guys enjoyed. Just wanted to give you a quick update. It had been a couple weeks. Things are going good. I'm getting excited for winter. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Peace.